And welcome to Stock Talk. This is Scott, your host. Last couple of days we've had a pretty good day in the market. Yesterday was I think 300 or 400 points. Today another 400 points, and we'll take a look at the pre-market here in just a minute. But wanted to cover some things I did yesterday. Didn't have an opportunity to try to make a video last night. I had some problems, so wanted to cover some trades that I made yesterday. So let's go jump into that, and then we'll take a look at the market as of right now, and then we can talk about today a little bit, and then we'll talk about what we might possibly do tomorrow. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in there and look at that. Let's go back to our portfolio that we built the other day. Here it is. We got these stocks on here. Yesterday I sold CLF. Sold it for $7.57 yesterday. 3.7% gain in 11 days. I'll take that all day long. And then, as you can see today, though, it's back up. It's even gone further to $7.83. So if I'd held it, could have made a little bit more. But that's always should have, could have, would have, right? So we're okay with that. The other one I sold yesterday was ACB. Sold it yesterday for $209. Closed up to $212 today. Closed yesterday at $214, I think it was. So we didn't get the top on either one of those. That's fine. On the ACB, I've actually had it about a month, and I made 7.7% on that one. So that's pretty good money in a month, and we'll take that all day long as well. Novavax, as you can see here, it's struggling to get above that $7.7 range. $7 was a support level at one time, and that support level is now the resistance. Okay, so it's trying to get through that $7 level. It's peaked through there a couple times yesterday, but it just cannot hold it. So we're going to be watching that one close tomorrow and see if it can get on up past that $7 resistance level. Okay. Oil's been going up, so some of these other stocks like MPC's been doing real well. Did real well yesterday. Did good again today. And EXAS was down today, but it was up yesterday. So we don't know. We're not holding any of that. We're holding MPC, and we are holding Novavax. So, but let's take a look at what's going on in the markets tonight. After our big day, it's no surprise that China's following suit there. They're actually up 2.5% in Asia on the Nikkei, and looks like Shanghai's at about 1%. But green across the board in Asia, so that's good. Like I said, let's take a look at today. You see we're up 483 on the close. All our markets were green again. VIX is showing a little volatility, but other than that, everything else is fine. Go here and look at oil. Oil was up yesterday. And we see again it's up again as well now. So oil, the OPEC keeps talking about these meetings where they're going to reduce the volumes, and anytime they do that, of course, the oil prices will go up. And this is talking about here a second day as coronavirus optimism may mean demand rebound. So that's not just the volume. Now you're talking about demand actually increasing as well. So that's going to drive the price of oil up as well. So that's good for our MPC and things like that sometimes, and rig that I hold. Pre-market. Let's take a look at our pre-market. You can see here, pre-market is looking good. The Dow futures at 153. Now last night, last night the futures was actually down a little bit, just barely. About 45 points when I looked at it, and it was red. S&P was red, and NAS futures was red as well. But you see, that can change. Like this green can change in the morning; it could be red. So you can't always go by that, but sometimes it's a good indicator of what tomorrow may bring. So I'm thinking it's going to be a pretty decent day to start at least tomorrow, and we'll see how it goes from there. I did want to talk to you about one that's been in the news here lately. I'm going to pull it up now. I'm sure you probably heard of Tesla. Tesla is, of course, Elon Musk is the CEO. Also, he's the CEO of SpaceX. He's just there's a following in this Tesla stock, and the shorts holders had been in charge of this price for a long time. I had actually bought it at 280 at one time, sold it at 319, and this thing has continued to rise from that point forward. So, do I wish I still had those shares? Absolutely. Did I make decent money when I sold? About 14%, I think it was. So, I've got to be happy with 14%. Again, you can't be greedy. Pigs get fed, hogs get slaughtered, and we don't want to be one of those hogs. But boy, it sure would have been nice to be a hog on this one, because this thing yesterday actually ran up to about, you see here, about 961 on the high. But this is what you probably heard people talk about sometime, a short squeeze. Yesterday there was about 69 million shares traded, normally 13, 14 million. But yesterday was 69 million. This thing was going crazy on the upside. After hours, it started to drop off towards the end of the trading session. It was dropping off, and today it had a rough day. You see here 17% down in the regular market. So, but you're still way up on this one if you bought it back there where I sold it at 319. But it's a short squeeze, so let me try to explain to you a little bit best I can about shorting the stock. And I don't know how the brokers do this behind the scenes. There's things, you'll hear terms like naked short versus the regular short. You'll hear terms like that. But in essence, what it is you're actually, somehow or another, the way people explain it is you're borrowing shares at a certain price, and then you end up returning those shares based off the price of that future date. Okay, so let's say you short a stock at $10 a share. So your hope is when you short it that price goes down, so you can return that share at a cheaper price than the 10 that you said you were going to short it at, because the difference is what you're going to get paid. All right, so if you short a stock at $10 and you cover what's called covering your short at $6, then you're going to make $4 on that share. Okay, again, what goes on behind the curtain, only the Oz knows that, and so that's how that works. What happens in a lot of these cases, you'll see the stock prices getting driven down because the shorts are all over a stock. So they'll actually drive the price down to a point where at some point, there's something that triggers them that says, hey, cover that short. Okay, well, if you've got millions of people shorting the stock or millions of shares shorted, a lot of times this is hedge funds and others that do it, because you're not going to see that kind of volume with retail people. But once that short breaks more or less and people start to try to cover, that's when this short squeeze happens, because everybody's trying to cover at the same time, and the price of that share goes skyrocketing. And so that's just everybody trying to cover their shorts. And what you see eventually, and this is what happened today, I believe, and yesterday evening, is one of two things. Either you run out of shorts covering, or you have a new set of shorts coming in because the price has gotten so high that this huge amount comes in to short the stock. So I think you run out of steam, because look at this volume here is 48 million versus the 60 something, 69, 70 million yesterday. That helps everything calm down as far as the thing going up. So then people start trying, if they bought shares up here at the top somewhere, then if they've made a few bucks on it, they might start trying to sell, and then everybody jumps on that bandwagon, and then the price starts to fall. So that's a short squeeze. This looks like we're coming to possibly the end of this short squeeze. So we're going to watch Tesla, but it's nowhere near where I would ever touch it again. When I bought it at 280, it was normally running around 350, somewhere like that. And so when it got down to 280s when I purchased it last time. This is just going crazy. Now they've had some good numbers and things like that, but I wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole right now. But that's what a short squeeze is. That's what shorting the stock is. You're really just betting on the stock to go down instead of up. Okay, and I don't like to use that term betting because I don't see the stock market as betting or gambling. It's because if you look at the trend of the market is this way. Okay, so if you're in the market, of course you can lose money on a stock, but if you're in the market generally, then the trend is up. And when you bet, you don't usually win. The house wins. So if anything, you'd be the house if you're in the market and you stay in the market. Now, if you're getting in and out, that's a whole different story because time in the market's very hard to do. So I'm usually in halfway at least. I have had times where I'm all the way in. I don't like to do that because then it kind of ties your hands. You're tied, and if stocks start going down, you just got to watch them or sell them, which I don't do. So we're going to watch our stocks tomorrow. MPC, I think we're getting somewhere around 3% down right now on that one. So it's possible we could sell that one tomorrow. I doubt it because it really has another couple of days to go before I could probably sell that unless it had a really good day. And the Novavax, we're going to watch that real close. Hopefully it gets above that $7 resistance. Okay. Other than that, I think, man, this has just been a good market the last couple of days. Looks like we're going to have another good day tomorrow. I saw a news article, I think it was on CNBC, that that China was going to reduce some tariffs. Yeah, here it is. China to have tariffs on hundreds of U.S. goods to cut them in half. So that's good news for us. So that's all good news. So that's what's doing. Would probably be driving the market tomorrow. So we're going to take a look at that and watch that real close as well. But maybe another good day. That'd be 3 real good ones in a row possibly. And that's always fun when the market's going up like that. All right. Well, I do appreciate everybody subscribing to the channel. Wish you continue to subscribe, like the videos, and if you've got some friends that are interested in trading, share the video with them. Would love to get more subscribers and more view time. Not trying to monetize or anything like that yet. We're a long way from there, but would just like to get some more subscriptions. So if you got time and you can click the subscription button, you'll see it in the corner. Just please click that and subscribe to the channel. Share the videos and like the videos if you like them. Okay. Have a great day. Good trading to you tomorrow, and I'll try to check back in with you tomorrow sometime. Have a great day.